Tell me how you've been otherwise. Chest pains, trouble breathing.
I'm feeling great.
Great is how you'd expect a 24-year-old guy in great shape to feel. But for Kyle Steinmiller, the road got rocky when he was just 16, his junior year of high school in Pittsburgh, Kansas. Something was happening with his heart, and it was brutal.
The times that I would have my episodes was actually set off by my alarm clock in the morning.
For most of us, alarm clocks are jarring, but for Kyle, it was more than that. His morning alarm clock would kickstart a wild pounding of his heart. He would later learn this was happening.
My heartbeat was around 300 beats per minute or so. Because of that, it doesn't really pump the blood at all. It just kind of quivers, kind of almost like a vibrating of sorts.
There's a name for it, long QT syndrome, and if untreated, it can be deadly. But at the time, Kyle and his family had no idea. It took one more really frightening episode after that morning alarm clock that sent Kyle to the ER.
I couldn't see, like it was all black and I didn't know what was going on. I was just kind of throwing myself around.
His mom would later say it looked like he was convulsing and thrashing around in his bed. It would also be the catalyst for Kyle and his family to finally get answers from a cardiologist at the University of Kansas Health System with a fancy-sounding title, Clinical Cardiac Electrophysiologist.
She's the kind of doctor where other doctors are going to ask her the questions, not the other way around.
Enter Dr. Rhea Pimentel.
We all knew we could trust her 100%.
Little did Kyle and his family know Dr. Pimentel would not only diagnose and save Kyle's life, but she would also discover something incredibly surprising. Kyle wasn't the only one with this potentially deadly syndrome. There were two other family members, very dear to Kyle, who also happened to be living with a ticking time bomb inside their chests.